Yo.
Man, you know it's real. Ooh, you know it's real, bro.
The final word.
When that boy take up a whole album cover. You hear me?
Yeah.
That boy take up the whole album cover, man. CFT in the building.
I just noticed that in the background. What happened?
You feel me? CFT, man. What's up with it, big dog?
Yo. The final word.
We got Law in the building. What's up, Law?
Let's get it. Man, all is well, man. Can't complain.
Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
That man always go hard, bro.
Man, say it's like
Can't run from it, y'all. It's the final
can't run
word.
from it. So I figured I lost schedule. He gonna add about 2 new cold buttons every week.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
I got another
He got
one
about
just
100. I bet he got him.
Hey, you gotta break it out. You can't tease, dog. Let me turn it down.
Okay,
Bottom
I got
got
you
him.
on this one. Hey, this is what your little man said.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
Ooh.
Let that factor in. Come on with it.
Hey, I'm gonna do something real quick. I want you to play that button one more time. Just give me about give me about 15 seconds. Can you give me 15 seconds?
Ooh, I got you, man. We build planes as we fly.
Yeah, man, because you made me think of something. It's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna tell you when. All right, here we go. Give me 1 second.
Man, that made me want to put on a pad, though, man.
No,
God,
man, I got something perfect because you know me. I'm so petty, bro. I'm so petty. All right, here we go. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
Yeah!
Oh, why you gonna do me like that? You did my brother like that.
Yeah! Let's go! Let's go!
That boy licking his wounds, man. That boy hurt.
Shoulder City. Man, too good.
Yeah,
years.
that drought city.
Ooh, the boys looking cursed. Oh, I feel so good. Oh man, did y'all sleep good? Did you sleep good, Ro?
Oh,
I already knew what it was.
Yeah, you
You
did.
better stop betting again. Look, we in the Super Bowl versus Patrick Mahomes. I ain't gonna be confident.
Hey, that's 100.
That dude's special, man. He's different.
Hey, that's 100.
That's why. Look. That's why we make it. He ain't gonna be there.
That's 100.
Take a year off, bro.
We gonna beat Mahomes.
I just wanna run it up.
Sick of him.
Count a check or something. I've been really in the field, let up. Yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Count a check or something. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Revan now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. Used switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Man, that never get old. I'm talking about never.
Yes, sir.
So, we gonna deal with the first business if y'all don't mind. And it's with the thumbnail. Zimmer is officially hired, and I put what the.
Wait a minute.
Come on, man, for real, like, what took so long? Law, help me, bro.
Well, man, you know, the Super Bowl is about ratings, right?
Yeah.
It's for 30 seconds. TV got to pay advertisers for that 30 second $7 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how much the slot is. So Jerry Jones, if he can get the Super Bowl committee to mention the Cowboys, which they did, he got free commercial, free advertisement.
Okay.
Because you remember before the final word hit, I told you who they was gonna sign. Remember that?
You did.
And
you
we
said
had,
get the Mike and
I
Mike
said,
shirts. You did. You sure did.
I said it, but I said I can't go live with it because he told me I can't go live with it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But we sat on that information, and we knew then, right? Yeah. So everything else that he was doing and allowing was for the attention, to get the Rex Ryan situation in. That's for attention. That dude haven't coached since 2016. So he didn't know all of the players that's going to be in the league. He didn't know all of the players coming out of college. He may have a philosophy, principle, and system, but man, that's a long time not to be coaching, right? But they entertained that. And then, of course, because of the Rooney Rule, they brought in Marquand Manuel, right, for the Rooney Rule. But all of that stuff, they already knew who they hired then. Remember?
But Law, so, because I know. You said get the Mike and Mike shirts. I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
But, so this leak about this leverage that they was trying to get some kind of way in this hold up, that was publicity, you think?
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, 30 seconds is $7 million to do a commercial shot.
Because we fumbled
right?
before. We fumbled before
we did.
Randy Gregory. We fumbled
right
at the end.
Before.
You know what I mean?
And then there could have been some trepidations on the contract or the money, right?
Yeah.
Because there was also reports out there of, hey, maybe the money ain't right. And Zim was thinking like, nah, man, I got to at least have an extra meal. I can't just be doing that. And then for Rex Ryan, they said they could entertain that if Mike Zim didn't want to officially sign off on that contract. It could be a situation. So yeah. Money always speaks.
That's why I put what the you know, I'm like, what the, like, come on, man. Big, what's your thoughts on it, big bro? That sneaky laugh, bro.
I mean, you just heard. Do you really want to hear it?
Yes.
Damn. Hey, well, what you say? I got something you want to hear. Here it go.
Give it to us.
But I mean, laws. Listen what this law just said. Like, y'all been on it. So it wasn't really a doubt what your Cowboys are really going to do. And that's why I said this hiring process is flawed, because once you hone in on your guy, you don't look at anybody else. And then you play a game out there in the media just to pump up your team. You know what I'm saying? Just like you see Jerry being Jerry. Like I said, people are now all of a sudden getting excited about Mike Zimmer, but y'all not understanding the foundation is still doing the still goofy things. Mm-hmm. So you can bring in a Mike Zimmer, but the foundation is still doing the same repetitive things. And I don't know where we keep on thinking that just because you brought in Zimmer, he has all this experience and he was with the Cowboys and he can do the 4-3 and he can do all that. There's still things going on up top that are going to cause this hire to not be what we want, in my opinion, because of those things. And you just saw it again, them playing a game with Rex Ryan. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just the same thing to me. And once again, I'll say I don't hate Mike Zimmer. I think he's a damn good coach. I liked him when he was in Dallas. I liked him when he was at Cincinnati. I think he's a damn good coach. But you know what? I'm at age 66. Bringing in, you said he been out 8 years or 6 years. He was out 2, even though it was for family. He was consulting, but he still wasn't coaching. He was out a couple years for family reasons. I understand that, but he still is 67 years old, man. We have the oldest defensive coordinator in the league. Just saying.
Don't be an ageist, man. How old Vic Fangio is? How old is he?
And you know what? I stand the same thing about him too, dog. So it ain't no different.
How old is Spagnuolo?
Yeah, but I got a rebuttal for that. See, because I was waiting for that Spags thing. So Spags before he got with the Chiefs in 2019, so he was 59, so he was borderline hitting that age. And then when I was hearing that he was just for him being look what he did against Shanahan, and I'm not pumping up these Niners, but they weren't shutting down Shanahan, okay, because they could have won that game at the end. So, and Spags against the Dolphins, that was in the cold, okay? And Josh Allen with them Buffalo Bills, you did goofy stuff at the end where you could have won that game. You feel me? So I'm not dissing him, but let's keep it real. Like, it wasn't a dominant defense. You still have Pat Mahomes back there, and that's a great equalizer.
Hey,
but let me read this out whenever you get a chance. I got a rebuttal
for Big.
Yeah.
I got a rebuttal for Big.
Okay.
They ain't give up 30 yards. 30 points all year. You can't tell me they ain't dominant.
They weren't
You can't
dominant.
tell me they ain't dominant.
They were a good defense, but they weren't dominant.
Go look at the stats. Go look at the stats.
I mean, the stats can say it, but we've seen games too, and that was not a dominant defense that you saw. You saw a good
year
defense.
did they not look dominant? What team dominated them?
Ooh.
I didn't watch the Chiefs. I'm gonna keep it real.
Huh? Okay,
I didn't watch the Chiefs.
I done it to the Chiefs because I knew you don't like Spagnuolo. I was ready for you too. I see you.
Hold up. You put words.
He's against the ropes.
No, I'm not against the ropes. I'm not against the ropes at all.
You don't like old defensive coordinator.
What's that?
Get him.
You don't like old defensive coordinator.
I'm liking this.
No, I don't like retreads. No, I don't. And I don't like when you bring a guy in who's 67 years old who's already been with the program twice, and now all of a sudden you're trumpeting like this is the world's greatest thing. And also, if this is a lame duck season and Mike McCarthy gets fired, what do I know that Jerry's doing side deals or talking underneath the table, talking about, well, you could be the next coach? Because why wouldn't Jerry put an old Mike Zimmer, because he's already been a head coach with the Minnesota Vikings? So let's say you don't have a great year, the defense does good, you don't have a great year, and you get rid of Mike McCarthy. Could you say Jerry Jones would hire Mike Zimmer as a head coach?
I'm gonna flip your philosophy on him. Only if it'll sell.
And it will.
Only if it'll head coach, because you know what Jerry is about, sales. That's what you be saying. Zimmer ain't selling.
Yeah,
so
and that will sell it if that defense plays any way good.
Enough fighting. Enough.
I just want to read this. I just want to read this, boss.
Enough.
Let me just read that right quick for what Nick Harris, our dog. We're gonna have to get him back on the show.
All right.
Let me just read that up. If you can zoom in. I got my hooked on phonic.
I seen all that. I read all that.
I know. That's why I want to read it. That's why I want to read it.
Wait. Before you read that, bro, let me set the temperature real quick. I gotta set the temperature.
Appreciate
what a twerker
my
say?
boy,
What a twerker
listen, this is gonna be all year, y'all. Y'all get ready. This gonna be not impressed.
I'm not impressed, James.
That's my dog.
You did not impressed meter that go up and down.
I'm with it. I'm not. Once again, y'all got to understand what I'm saying. See, y'all tripping off what I'm saying. A lot of y'all didn't open the ears when I made the tweet earlier today. I said thank you for the tweet, because I said this. I said I did not hate the hire. I'm not jumping up for joy about it. I did not hate the hire. I never said he wasn't going to be a good defensive coordinator. I said I don't like the process of, you just said, Law, that they already had in their mind that we're going to go with this guy. And also, we're going to go with something that we're familiar with. We're not going to look out the box. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to go with who we know. We're not going to think about anything else. And that's a flawed system. So I'm not hating on Mike Zimmer, although I don't like how old he is. Yes, I don't, because at 67, I don't like that. But he's still a good coach. But how you did the process, just like you did with McCarthy. You just looked at Marvin Lewis one time and then hired McCarthy, right? Everybody knew you weren't hiring Marvin Lewis, right? You hone in on your man where you feel comfortable with, and then you go with it. That's what I'm talking about. I don't like that process.
And the big thing that you said, Lau, before we get to that list where you really right, and why we got to be leery and to a degree not impressed, and I'm talking about all of us. The big thing that Big said is the games that's already been played as he coming in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody got to keep their guard up. Like I know
but our guard is probably all the way, like it's up all year. I compartmentalize the Cowboys. You can't put everything into one box. You got to compartmentalize.
Talk to me.
So you got to understand that.
And then we got you, Lau, because I got to hear this.
Yeah, the hiring process is flawed. The Cowboys organization is flawed. But you know what I'm saying? You got to find other things to pay attention to and put your rooting interest in, understanding that that's just the way they're going to do business. You know what I'm saying?
Like
they're the only team to do that, though. There's multiple teams that just don't have enough time to break it down. They're the only team that has stuff preset and understood before things happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a team that wear green. They all kinds of flawed. I keep my eyes on them. We just ain't talking about them tonight.
Damn!
Well, all right, so let me read this.
But here's the thing you say about that, though.
Before you fight, Big. I got you, promise.
Okay, you want me to go ahead? It says at each of Mike Zimmer's 3 stops as a coordinator / head coach, he has brought multiple top 5 defenses. Dallas Cowboys in 2001, the number 1 defense. In 2003, number 3, third defense in the National Football League. Keep in mind who was the quarterback for us in 2001. We had no offense, ladies and gentlemen. In 2003, we had no offense. And then in Cincinnati land in 2009, 4th-ranked defense. 2013, 3rd-ranked defense. That was pretty good for them. In Minnesota in 2016, they finished out 3rd ranked. And then in 17, the number 1 defense, they got bounced by the Eagles in that playoff. That's a whole nother story. In 2018, 4th-ranked defense. Of the 22 defenses, 7 have finished in the top 10 in rush defense. Now, granted, I agree with you, Big Game James. I literally do. I agree with you on this particular topic and notion that the whole mindset of Mike McCarthy could be all kind of watered down and these sorts of things. But Mike McCarthy, the review report came out of Big Game James and BossCowboySports that he picked up the phone and he called Mike Zim and said, hey, can you help me out? I need a stimulus package. I need a bailout package, man. Can you come help me out? And Mike Zim is talking positively about that. But that's a Weewu report.
It is the Weewu report, because see, you got to explain Weewu report, bro, because some people going to think you serious.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number 1 bullshit guy. He do the Weewu.
Wait. I got to hit my own button on that one. It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring. Yes. Man, if I could just get this thing to work, man. Golly, Law, it's your fault.
Man, nah. Ooh, wait.
It's time, baby. It's my new cup. How y'all like my new cup, man? Measured, baby.
He measured.
Man, I don't believe that report for nothing, Law. Let me tell you why I believe. See, you know why I don't believe that report? Do you remember when they said, Mike McCarthy came, the reason why Kellen Moore is here is because I wanted him here. Years later, we like, yeah. So, nah, man,
Hey, don't you know how effed up that would be for a man to get a job on his way in? he get sandbagged by the ownership, and on his way out, he gets sandbagged by the ownership. That's a effed up job, man. So you mean to tell me out of all of his careers here, he only had 1 year?
Yeah.
In full control, and they took all his toys away from him.
Yes. Only 1 year, bro. So
they took all his toys away from him.
Like, think about it, Lau. Hey, reports are that Mike McCarthy called Zimmer. Man, if you don't get out of here, man. I want to get down to some business, though. Some real football business. All right, getting down to real business.
Oh, they asking who Big Game James wanted, so.
Nah, we gonna go to real business if you don't mind.
Why not? Okay. No, why not? I got a whole list.
They asking. They just asking. They just asking, boss. My bad to steer the ship, man. But they just asking.
Hey,
you
want to give it? Go,
Big. Yeah. Because people been like talking trash to me. Who you want, though? Who you want, though? Okay, that's what's up. So I went to looking. You feel what I'm saying? So. These are guys that you probably can't get because I don't know if they're under contract. Like you couldn't pry them. Like how you can ask people to visit them. I don't know if you can do if they're under contract. So that part I don't know. But there's names that I've been looking up and some side people who you could pull. Okay, so from the Jets, who Marquand Manuel is with, he's the safeties coach and he's been there since 2020. Jeff Ulbrich. Okay, I like him. Okay. He came over there in 2021 and they were like dead last in all stats. Okay. He's brought up that defense in 2 years. You see what the Jets defense is now, right? And you got Marquand Manuel, who's the safeties coach. They've been having the top 5 passing defense the last 2 years. Run game, not this great. But if you look at Ulbrich, his record, because he used to be, I think, a linebacker with the Niners. You get what I'm saying? And I like him. And like I said, everywhere he goes, he builds small and they always continually get better. Another dude who is with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Larry Foote. Y'all remember Larry Foote used to play with the Pittsburgh Steelers? Really good guy. So he's been with the Buccaneers for 5 years now. And you look at Levante David and Devin White. They've been 100 tackle guys since he's gotten there. And he's been their position coach, linebacker coach. Also, he was the position coach of Shaq Barnett. And you see when he went crazy those couple years when he was getting all those sacks and pressures, that was Larry Foote who was instrumental in developing him. And look at their defense in them 5 years since he's been there. That's a guy too. First of all, Jeff Ulbrich is only 46. Larry Foote is only 43. Then obviously Brian Flores, you couldn't pull him. He's with Minnesota right now. I like Flores because I like his attitude. He's no nonsense. And I think he got a bad rap because he was a head coach in Miami. I don't think that's what he is. I think he's a defensive coordinator. I also like Aaron Glenn. He's with the Detroit Lions now. He just came on the scene. I know their defense wasn't great, but I think Aaron Glenn, if you give him a couple years, he can get that defense good. You remember him with the Jets. He played with Dallas too, and he was under Bill Parcells. So I feel like he got a lot of football knowledge, and they had one of the top run defenses in the league also. Okay. And Ulbrich, just to tell you, he developed linebackers. When we talk about linebackers, when we need linebackers, he developed, and he was also at UCLA. He developed Anthony Barr. Anthony Barr used to be a running back. He's the one that was instrumental in transitioning him to a linebacker. You see what Anthony Barr did, right? He's had a pretty good NFL career. Also, Miles Jack. He developed Miles Jack, Eric Kendricks. Miles Jack would have been probably a better linebacker if he didn't have that injury. You get what I'm saying? And every linebacker under his tutelage when he was at Atlanta averaged at least 90 tackles. He had 9 guys that averaged 90 tackles under his tutelage. Now, with the Jets, I was telling you about Marquand Manuel. That's the one I actually got excited about, that the Cowboys, I don't know if they did that. Like you said, I think that was just a Rooney Rule thing. But 2 years under his tutelage, he's been there 2 years. They've had a top 5 passing defense under his tutelage. I think you give him a couple more years, he could be really good. Also, another guy that I was talking about, Jim Leonard. I don't know if y'all remember him. He used to play with the Baltimore Ravens back in the day. He's with Wisconsin right now. I remember, kind of short guy. I think the Packers offered him a job, but I don't think he took it. Jim Leonard, I like him. I think he's going to be a good defensive coordinator. He's with Wisconsin right now, I believe. But I think that's somebody who you could sign up. Well, he's only 41 years old. And one other player, Jesse Minter, he is with the University of Michigan right now. He was with the Baltimore Ravens. I like kind of his style. I'm kind of keeping an eye on him. He was interviewed for the Philadelphia Eagles. So those are some guys that I had in mind. Those main guys that are already with teams, I would love to be able to pull them, especially Jeff or a Larry Foote. Those are the type of guys I would like to see. And those are younger guys. I feel like I don't hate on the older guys, but these younger guys, they can really relate to these younger players. And I feel like it's a different game right now. Social media, everything like that is different. And just look at D'Amico Ryans. He came in from coaching.
Big got dog.
Okay.
Okay. Don't test Big. Don't test Big. Don't do.
Michael Parsons will run over all of those boys. You know, like Michael Parsons would have been able to walk in that room and run over all of them.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Big was like, say, listen, I am him.
Big had a good sheet, man. He had a good sheet of all of those guys, man.
Impressive.
Some of those guys you mentioned was under Mike Zim too, though, like the Aaron Glenn and a whole bunch of those boys. Even the kid from UCLA, that linebacker kid that was over here, Anthony Barr, and all of those boys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
no, man. See, that's the thing.
Good research, though.
Hey, no, that's you listen, y'all. Listen. Yeah. Don't try. Who your list? Hey, Big, they tried you, did. Who your list?
Yeah, they was trying me. They was all on Twitter. Oh, who you like? Who your guy? Tell me who you want. So I said, okay. You're not gonna keep on trying to call me out on Twitter. I can't tweet it long, but I got a show coming up, and I'm gonna tell you live.
Bruh. All right, man. Let's get back to business. I want to get to this business, man. That was
swallow that.
He's stupid. I love this. He sure did. Let's get to Zimmer staff. All right. Let's get to Zimmer staff because that's what it's going to be about. And I'm glad you did that homework because it might come in handy on this segment right here, man.
Yeah.
So we know we don't blocked. We got a cornerback coach. We got our linebacker coach. And they said right, Bobby Bell said right around now he's interviewing, he's looking at the film of these coaches. This is what I'm gonna say about the linebacker coach. Okay, Scott McCurley.
He gotta go.
This is worse if Mike McCarthy force him on Zimmerman. I'm gonna say this. This is worse than the front office forcing Kellen Moore on you. Mike McCarthy, if you force your Green Bay guy on Zimmer, that is worse than when front office forced Kellen Moore on you.
He ain't lying. I don't think that's going down.
Okay. I'll pray. I want to put a little pressure out there. I want to put a little pressure out there. Go ahead, though.
I don't think it's going down. From what I've been researching, I don't think Zimmer going for it.
Yeah.
I think it was I think that was coming to snags in the contract. Hey, look, if I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna be able to. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't
Autonomy.
think it's financial.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna do it, don't make me go in the kitchen and I'm a chef and just give me a spoon.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm a cook, let me cook.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could tell Zimmer already went for his defensive line coach. He got denied, but you can see how he trying to chef his meal up. He ain't playing with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and let me break down what you're talking about too, man. Just real quick, just in case. Can you talk about this, Rome, and then we'll go around a circle on this? Because you said you did a video on it, right?
Yeah. Adam Schefter tweeted it out. Well, you got it on the screen.
Yep.
Earlier, basically the Cowboys put in for a chance to interview Andre Patterson, former D-line coach for Mike Zimmer. I don't know how long it goes back. I know he was his defensive line coach in Minnesota. And it got denied because we're division rivals. And if it's not going to be a promotion where you can't block it, no division rival is just going to be like, here, take them.
Yeah.
You know, like, because why would I help you out?
Yeah.
So I understand it completely. That's exactly what we did to Washington when they tried to get Al Harris. You know, and I want everybody to know too one thing. Al Harris came in with the Cowboys under Mike Nolan. He didn't get
2020.
Yeah, he got brought in with Mike Nolan. So
that was Mike McCarthy's guy.
Yeah, but all this notion that Dan Quinn was like it cultivated and birthed his whole. Dan Quinn didn't bring him here; he was here already.
No, Joe Witt too. Joe Witt is a Mike McCarthy's guy.
Yeah, so I know what said. A lot of things can get said. I done said things that tomorrow might be different. So at one point, I will go with Quinn everywhere. And
he said Quinn to Alaska.
Things change. People not gonna tell me that you can't change your mind. I'm on Twitter every day, so I ain't trying to hear it. People change their mind.
That also say something special about. I hate to say it, Dan Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
That does speak to a level of respect because see Dan Quinn, he was honorable with Mike McCarthy before he was shady. Can I say that? Yeah. He was honorable before he was shady. Like the fact that he went to Mike and he was like, "Hey man, should I take one of these deals?" You was gonna say something, Lo?
Yeah, I think it was a man of respect. I don't got hate for Dan Quinn like genuine hate.
I actually do now. I do.
Yeah, but
okay.
No. You're right though, Rome. But people fail to realize Judas was a disciple too.
Ooh, wait.
So sometimes you can be in the inner circle. You can break bread with your friends. You can drink wine and all of that good stuff.
But things change.
And on top of that, just to bring this in, the creator, Jesus himself, he knew that he was going to betray him, and he still washed his feet. That's some whole higher level of consciousness of thinking. So Mike McCarthy had to know that in the last 3 seasons, every season Dan Quinn been here, he's been at least interviewing with other teams.
Yeah.
He's been close to getting jobs with other teams.
Yeah.
And at this year, he didn't get fired. He walked from this team to ultimately land a job within the division.
Yeah.
And then turns around and begin to go after the players or the coaches on this particular team.
Judas,
man. That man is a sabotage Dan Quinn. You know what I'm saying? Because
he coming for players too.
Like this. I'm looking at it like this.
For players.
He coming for players. The players gonna come when March happens.
Yeah, he gonna come for Fowler and them. He coming for some people.
Right.
Yeah, he coming for Fowler. Get off Fowler. Fowler needs to stay. He needs to stay over here with Zimmer. Don't go over there with that old mama's coach.
Hey, boss. I don't know if Zimmer gonna want Fowler. Zimmer like big defensive ends that can set the edge. So he might tell him he can go ahead and take himself to Washington. You never know.
Man, but if I'm an owner of a team and if I have people that's on my staff, unless you fired, there's a non-compete. You can't get inside the division. You're going to have to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Now, this dude walked off from this team. Yeah. He know
and
all
so going straight
secrets.
for coaches. Yeah,
going straight for coaches. Putting a big wedge on his team. Because, Al Harris was talked about being a DC.
Judas.
Now it's Joe Witt. He took Joe Witt. Now Al Harris, I need to know where his allegiance are at. You know what I'm saying?
Judas.
I need to know where his alignments are at. Are you all in with Zim, or are you going to be looking at Zim like, damn, I should be the DC here?
Ooh.
Well, maybe Zim going to sit him down and talk to him. Maybe he get his walking back through.
Right. And then he go sit down, have a few drinks. I'm talking about a few drinks, sit down and just go eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, what do you want out of this?
Trojan
and Mike
horse.
McCarthy needs to also look at Zim and sit down and say, hey, man, what are you trying to do here, man?
Ooh, Big. You got to jump in, Big. You got to jump in.
Get in this, man.
You got to jump in, Big.
I mean,
Big don't care.
Well, I say this. Let's get back to business. We was on business. That
Big
turned
like
the gospel.
God.
No. This is what I want to hear from you, Big. This staff. That's what I want to hear from you on the staff. That's where that was the original business. So we was talking about Scott.
I mean, we already know about Scott McCurley. I already named some names. You could. I wonder if you could pull Larry Foote from Tampa Bay right now. Like, hey, he's a linebackers coach. I mean, I guarantee he would come in and do a better job right now if you would go look at that. So they need to do something like that. But I mean,
what about George? Where is he?
Who at Tampa Bay?
That's a problem. I don't even know why he got dismissed. That was the biggest problem right there. Just those type of little things that we saw is just frustrating because he was helping the defense. You could see the difference he was helping in the defense, and you saw the regression as soon as he left. So why wouldn't you be able to sit there and say, okay, we were doing really good when we had him. As soon as he leaves, our defense and our linebackers regress.
Trash.
But I do want to say this about Dan Quinn though, because it's funny, and I'm not taking his side. Understand what I'm saying? I see all angles, okay? But it's funny how everybody's dogging him now. But in them 2 playoff games, not this last one, but in them 2 playoff games, did that defense play bad?
No.
Did they hold on?
And that's why he's still Judas. Because
did they get any sacks? Did they get any turnovers in that last game?
I know that, but hold up. But can I hold up? In 2022, right?
Right.
We had them all. They only had 9 points going in the fourth quarter. We couldn't score.
We could.
So our defense did good that game. And we didn't get sacks, but we did have a lot of pressures in that game because Michael was all over Brock Purdy. Yeah, he was.
I got to
he had Neville Gallimore covering too.
I got to jump in on something real quick. Law, you was right. Law, you right. I've been thinking about it, Law. You right. Law been saying this for about 2 years strong. Law been saying they need to change the rules of when these teams make the playoffs. Your coaches should not be divided between their future job and their current job. It should be no divide on that. Because this is what I honestly feel, man. Especially the way that Green Bay game went. I think his heart wasn't in Dallas. I'm telling you, I don't think it was. Right. Them boys wasn't focused, and they mirrored him. He wanted out. He wanted another head coaching job. And this is the
Jerry
thing.
Said that, boss.
I know, but this is the thing. This is the thing that I hate about how they do it. Because it can cause a coach to sabotage because he wanted to be a head coach. Yep. And if you keep winning, that those jobs go get filled. So your best bet is to go ahead and that whole game was totally opposite what I've ever seen in Dan Quinn. You go from mostly man to mostly zone. You got these dudes playing off man coverage. So yeah, I'm over love getting that ball out easy and there's no pressure.
Let me. I got a little pushback on that. I understand how I'm saying it. I agree with everything you're saying, boss, about his mind was gone. And I totally agree with you with the fact that they should do it like college. Because when a college coach says I'm going to a different team, it's over. They're gone from the program. The assistant coach takes over because if you're going into a bowl game and the coach leaves, he can't coach in that bowl game because them players ain't gonna play for him. It's not gonna feel right. He's probably not gonna coach right. That's why they don't let him coach in those bowl games. That's why they don't let him coach in them games because the team ain't gonna play for him. Because they already know what it is. It's going to be a downfalling. But on this aspect, though, boss, when you're saying that about how he knew, right, at the end, like he knew what was going on. But Jerry had been saying that this dude wanted a head coach job since he had got here.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's kind of like they had to kind of be preparing for this stuff. You feel what I'm saying? They had to know something, dog. Like, and I feel I'm blaming front office because he told Jerry said, I knew he wanted to get a job. And he had been getting interviewed. This is his 3rd year. So if y'all know this, then how come y'all aren't preparing for it on your end? How come you're not going out there looking already? When you're already feeling like this guy is doing it, y'all sat there and just waited. because y'all looked, oh, well, we got Zimmer. Zimmer hit us up. Oh, we good. We ain't gonna worry about nobody else. We just gonna hire Zimmer. Do y'all see where that's where I get frustrated? Where it was like, once Zimmer called y'all, I was like, hey, I'm interested in this job. All right, we good. We got our guy.
But the only problem to counter that, Big Game James, you got your head coach in a lame duck year. So if you bring in somebody new, you're going to have to move their family and friends and everybody else down here.
What I'm saying
and then their contract is going to supersede the head coach, which was going to be like.
But listen to what I'm saying, though. Listen to what I'm saying, though, Law. This is what I was just telling Rome then. You brought in Zimmer, right? You already have that relationship with Zimmer. Y'all obviously love him. This is third time he's been there. So if it's a lame duck year and they don't do good, but that defense does good, and you get rid of McCarthy, you're going to tell me Jerry wouldn't contemplate taking Mike Zimmer as a coach, knowing he was a head coach in Minnesota and he was successful over there?
And he was.
True. Well, let me add this one thing in.
I got you, Ron.
Let me add this one point in right quick, though. Two things that we going to get out of Zim. When we get to the playoffs, he would not be interviewing with other teams about head coaching jobs. He's going to be just like Spagnuolo. Nobody interviewed Spagnuolo. He was only focused on winning the playoff games, right? And the other thing is, Mike Zimmer, believe it or not, probably be the closest thing we can get to Jimmy Johnson. He probably be the closest thing.
And you just saying, see, there it is. Now you already see, you already cemented what I just said. You already cemented it.
Before you delve into that, I just want to add one little caveat to Big's premise on going young. It's always a pitfall when you go young, because if you go young and you guess right, you either have to make that person your head coach or you're gonna lose them anyway. Look at the Ravens. As great as McDonald is, he's the coach of the Seahawks. So as great as whoever those gentlemen could have been, you getting 1, maybe 2 years, and if they look good as you want them to look, they gone anyway. So you just want somebody to come here for 2 years?
But here's the thing, though, Ron. If you have that young mind, like you're saying, and it turns up on defense, but your team is not good, would you not feel better taking that young coach and letting him be the successor now, knowing that you got plenty of years ahead of you?
You don't always do that if it don't work out.
Why wouldn't you?
You don't. All these young coaches that was just interviewing, from the Ben Johnson to everybody, they don't always just become the successor. Sometimes they just young and they lost.
But you see a lot of that happening, though. You see those younger guys be the successor.
They get other jobs, but I'm talking about becoming the successor to their coach. I don't see that a lot.
Yeah, you can't see it, but what I'm saying is, if you brought that young guy in and he does turn up, and you're thinking
he does turn up, you usually lose him. You're not going to just say he turned up, our team did well, and to not lose him, I'm going to fire my head coach. That's super rare.
I'm talking about you got, this is a different situation, Rome. You got your coach in a lame duck year. So if that year doesn't go good,
and that's exactly why. If
that's
you was
what
a
I'm
young
saying.
Guy with potential, you're not taking this job.
Right. Because it's no guarantees for like the next 3 years. You know.
So you're gonna tell me that if Marquand Manuel, if they offered him the job and Marquand Manuel wanted a chance and this is an opportunity to get him feet wet, he's gonna say no.
Man, that brother right there, he gonna.
I don't believe that, Rome. I'm sorry.
He have a better chance. He have a better chance.
This is the Dallas Cowboys, y'all, and you're going to turn down a job from the Dallas Cowboys.
Sharif Floyd just left.
Hey, big, I got you.
He's going with somebody that he liked.
I got you, big. I got you.
So don't do that.
I heard you say this plenty of times. You just said turn down a job from the Dallas Cowboys. I done heard you plenty of times saying that star ain't even shining no more. So you didn't said it. So you can't say it in this argument. It ain't shining no more. It's either shining or it's not.
No, I can say this because you know daggone well top flight players are not coming here because they don't pay. It is still the Cowboys.
Top flight coaches probably not going to come here neither.
Hey, man, enough fight.
41 years old trying to get a job. I think he might try.
You might be a little bit big.
Let me hit a button, man, to stop the fight.
Hey, I love being a Cowboy.
Big game changer.
Game changer.
Let's have some fun. Let's have a good time, man. Let's kick it.
Boy. Yo, listen, y'all, boy, they been breaking down into some real fights today, man. I'm liking this.
I'm a good fight, nigga.
These been some good fights.
We gonna just argue for 2 hours straight.
I like it though. See, because listen, I don't want listen, let me say this first, and I mean this, bro. I don't want nobody coming over. You know what I mean? That's gonna be friendly. I love it. I love that these boys always speak their mind. I love it. Yeah, that's
no animosity or none of that stuff, man.
Oh, no animosity, no pettiness, just
this is just
real
good.
working it out. Real working it out.
But I'm gonna just tell you right now, Law already said it, y'all. So y'all heard it in the air. Wrong. Boss.
Why you say my name like that, bro? Why you say it like that, bro?
Because you jumping on board with it too.
What you mean?
Said it. Mike Zimmer is the closest thing, might be the closest thing since Jimmy
he
Johnson.
Right.
Well, if you're saying that, what the hell you think Jerry Jones is thinking?
Oh, the same thing, huh?
It's a good thought. It's not a bad thought. That's
not a bad thought, though, Big Game. It's not a bad thought.
Can two things be true?
Oh, my God.
True.
Give him the dog, boss. Give him the dog.
Yeah, I got to give the dodog on this one, man. You earthed it on this one, big. Goddamn.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead. We'll take a 68-year-old coach. We'll take a 68. Not impressed.
Hey, you need a not impressed meter every time.
Hey,
you do.
Hey, I'm coming to my guy, Boss Cowboy. Look how much I got over here, man.
Look at I done drunk all mine up. Look, I done drunk mine up.
Here's my question, though.
Hey, we gonna mess around and get sick. All kind of chemicals up in this.
I got a question, y'all. Though I got a question, y'all. See, y'all can get on, and I'm not saying y'all. I'm not saying y'all in specific. But see, it's like people can criticize a person who's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm not feeling that. I don't think this is gonna happen. But at the same time, year in and year out, the Cowboys keep doing these same things. And listen, a lot of y'all keep complaining about these same things year in and year out, and they keep doing it. But as soon as there's a hire, y'all switch up real quick. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not switching up. I'm staying on this side. That don't mean I don't love my Cowboys. I don't like the Joneses and what the hell they're doing. So I'm not going for it no more, and I'm going to attack it. I ain't attacking my team. I love my team. The team wins. I feel good. But I don't think they're going to do this, and that's how I feel. So I'm not going to project like they're going to do it when I don't feel it, and I'm not going to do it no more.
Hey, I got somebody else. Where's Leon Lett? We looking for a defense. See, remember Brian Broaddus came on the final word. He was talking about the war of it was a war going on. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Leon Lett? We looking for a defensive line coach. Where is he?
They got rid of him.
That's what I'm saying. And remember Brian Broaddus was talking about. He came on. He was saying they got rid of remember the guy that was the co-head coach. Y'all know I'm talking about. I call him the hand of the king. Let me pull him up, man. Let me pull him up because I still got him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, y'all go when I show his face, y'all gonna be like, yeah.
Oh, you talking about Rob Davis, huh?
Rob, man, you own it. Thank you, Law.
Yeah, they got rid of him. There were some concessions that had to be made. So you're going to get rid of my guy,
right?
We're going to have to go an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth,
right?
And they did that. So that's the craziest thing. The year Mike McCarthy
Rob
Davis. The year he get full control, they had to cut some things off from him. No Joe Philbin, and then they announced that, they made this little storyline that he was sick or something. But why did he come out with the report of what type of sickness he was dealing with? They just said that he was sick, but he's not sick. Also, they got rid of Rob Davis. They got rid of a whole bunch of stuff. I get it why Skip Pete had to leave, but hey, it's crazy. So if you look up Jeff Blasco and if you look up Scott McCurley, those boys look like they can't lead a pack of ants anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
You don't have a picture of Jeff Blasco, huh?
Man, you working me too hard, Law. I can't fly like you.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a picture of Jeff Blasco.
Yeah, send me the picture and I'll put it in.
They gotta swap those out. I don't know what they gotta do, but they need.
You talking about for Scott?
Nah, both the running back, both of them, the running game coordinator and they got to go.
Yeah.
I don't even care who they bring in. Just bring somebody else in. I'll get. It was that bad.
Yeah.
I want
you know
to.
I'm saying? It's hard to take the position changes and rebuilding the rooms seriously if the coaches are that bad.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I want to rebuild the running back room and the linebacker room, but if you're going to have Scott McCurley in the front, come on, dog.
Yes, exactly. Hey, I want to throw this at y'all too. Ooh, this the one. I told y'all we gonna have to think on this one. We got to put on our thinking caps. Reversing Quinn's experiments. Let's talk about.
I got a thought on that though. Was that some of that experiments was I think due to lack of, let's just say, if you lack of groceries. Like I think some of them experiments is like, hey man, this is what you got to work with, so get creative.
No,
and that's to Big's point. I think some of that stuff comes from the front office, man. They
all right. So let me tell you why.
Like the linebacker
I'm almost certain that Quinn was behind this Bell thing, because when they drafted him, that weird dude Quinn looked at the safety.
You don't like Quinn a lot now.
Man, in hindsight, I almost hate Quinn, because now we got to clean up what Quinn did. Because he drafted.
It wasn't all bad though, boss.
I don't think it's that bad. You making it bigger than it is on the chain.
Some of this is big. Man, hold on, man. We got to come on, man. We got ran on, and everybody been talking about the fact that we had a DB out there, and they was talking about Bale. That was Quinn goofy ass.
To Boss point.
So you don't think it couldn't be switched around within a year?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm having this conversation, reversing it.
At no point during this whole tenure, I will say this to Boss point.
Okay. And I'm not talking check your DM.
Okay.
Or your email. My bad.
Go ahead, Ron.
At no point during this tenure could we stop the run, like as far as just like, not that we didn't have games we did, but like when we really needed to go out back.
I agree.
In those playoff games, when they really needed to run and saw them away, we couldn't we just didn't have either personnel or the right.
I can't say now. I can't say that, wrong, because in 2022, did McCaffrey run on us? We shut them down.
Look, when we
did.
We had LVE that game though.
And no. When they needed a run in that game, no, we did not. Our defense.
No, you talking about last?
I don't like Quinn. I'm talking about 2022. I'm not talking about this past season.
McCaffrey scored a game-winning touchdown.
He scored a touchdown, though.
It was inside the 10. Come on, man.
They drove down the field running the rock.
Dog, he only had 39 yards rushing, bro.
And a lot of them came on that drive. I'm telling you right now.
No, man. Come on, man. We had shut him down. They didn't do nothing. Our offense failed us that game. And y'all even said would you rather
have Quinn or Mike McCarthy as your head coach right now?
Mike.
You had a choice.
Oh, Mike McCarthy. I don't believe in no Dan Quinn is no coach. I done told you that. And I done said he only has a 2-3 year window, then he falls off. Look at his career. Look at his coaching career. He goes hard the first 2-3 years and he falls right off. That's what Quinn does. So nobody
gonna fall off again.
Hey,
he sure is old. I call him a mama's coach.
Big.
They had 100. They had 113 yards on us in that game. 51 yards. Yeah. Go ahead.
We haven't had a good, consistent playoff running game since Zeke was young. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, you're right.
It's one of those things where.
But whose fault is that?
Well, no, and that's where we agree. That's where we align. Because I agree with you. We shouldn't have relied on the fact that, like, when you see things happening, it's insanity to not make any changes. And if you see that Tony and them just ain't getting it done, then you had opportunities to make some changes wherever it needed to be to make it at least a viable running game. But Dak is not, and y'all know I love Dak. Dak ain't good enough to be sending him out there just saying it's on just you. They don't even do that to quarterbacks they consider better than him.
Yep.
Like even Patrick Mahomes can hand it to Pacheco a couple times.
Can a lot.
So that's, I don't want to change the subject too much.
No,
I agree with you, Big.
We gonna go back
the
to
offense did let us down.
Because I really do want to get to how we go reverse this stuff. That's what I want to get to. Because
I think we can.
Because so what's gonna happen with Bill, Big? We gonna start with you.
I feel like they convert him back to safety. I don't think he's broken. I feel like his natural position is safety. He's not broken, in my opinion.
So then he got to lose weight, right?
But I don't think that's going to be a problem.
He gained
I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be no problem, dog.
I don't think it's going to be no problem,
208, dog. He wasn't bigger than 210, dog. So he'll be okay. He was.
He just need to lose about 5. He'll
be okay.
He gonna be okay. So hold on. I just want to say something real quick. So if he go back to safety, then we got Malika Hooker on contract, and we got Donovan Wilson. That's 3 safeties.
And you got Wanye.
Wanye.
We got 4 safeties now.
We got 4 safeties.
See, these are see. That's what I'm talking about.
And
we got 4 safeties, and Zimmer don't run 4 safeties. That was Quinn.
Izzy may go back to DB too, because Izzy is a safety too.
When you start breaking this stuff down, Quinn messed up. That's what I'm telling. I want to slap this
dude.
So we don't. Okay, but boss,
we don't know who Izzy is. We don't know who Nashawn Wright is.
What would you do? But here's the thing, though. You're saying that he messed things up, but I
he didn't mess it up. This is what I mean.
He was trying to get Bell on the field.
Let me be clear on this, bro. Because I'm
field.
frustrated, but let me be clear on what I'm saying.
Yeah,
this defense was built for Quinn. So now Zimmer got to come in, and I'm saying it wrong. I'm just frustrated. You know what I mean? Because now it's like we tailored these packages for Quinn. You know? So now we got 4 safeties with a defensive coordinator that runs 2. When we played, who did we always have to go against with Minnesota? Harris and Smith. And they ran some big nickels, so 3. They didn't have 4, but we got 4 starters. That means somebody.
Yeah, but some of them starters is versatile.
Well, here's the thing, though, boss. Listen to what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rome just said it, right? So if you're saying you got 4 starters, right, or somebody's going to be left out, then why don't you get on the phone and start looking and wheeling and dealing?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say reversing these experiments. That's why I want to have this conversation.
We don't know. But we don't know how to. Well, I'm not saying Dallas don't know how to do that, and that's the issue. You see players that you can wheel and deal and get and make some things for. Dallas don't do that. They hang on, and this what cripples us. So when y'all telling me, or when I hear Jerry Jones saying this is all in, how? You just said we got a safety problem. I'm already on that horn looking to see, hey, I got a guy right here. What you looking at?
So, Law, I got to ask Law this. Law, I got to ask you a question. If we got 4 starter safeties, wouldn't we have to rank them? How would you rank our starter safeties right now from people that you want to start in 2024?
I already know who I want to start.
Me and Okoye agree that Wanye is the
future
most athletic. Yeah, he's the most athletic. And then you have to fight it out between Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker.
I'm going Malik
Hooker's your free.
He's your free. So yeah. But Malik, you can come down the field and hit too. Yeah,
you can sprinkle a Dono.
So your 4. Did you say your 4? Because I was producing. I probably.
Oh, okay. My bad, man. Bell gonna transition back to safety, but at the end of the day, even though I hate to say this, even though Dan Quinn played a lot of nickel, the whole league play a lot of nickel.
That's true.
So the league play about
3. We got 3
nickel. So you're gonna have.
You don't get rid of one. You need insulation. You can't. Somebody twist the ankle.
You need package. All right. You need packages, man. Look, I can't rate them, man. It's too hard.
You ain't gonna rate them. I'm gonna try to rate them. I'm gonna step.
I like Wanye.
I'm gonna step out here. I'm gonna step out here. I'm gonna try to rate these safeties right now. I'm gonna try.
Go ahead. Ooh.
I gotta go right now. Number 1, Donovan Wilson.
Why?
He made the Pro Bowl for a reason, bro. And he got a lot of range if they stop using him in. He's very versatile. Remember,
they messed him.
They start using him in the box a lot. He was a very rangy safety. So if you want a guy that can immediately play 2 safeties, either one, he can play the single high. He the most rangy out of all of them. Well,
over Wanye?
No, he's not.
Wait. Yeah, I had to think about. I'm trying to think it through, Big. That's what. Listen, I told you we was gonna be thinking today. I'm trying to think, but I will go with him first because of experience. Number 2, biggest upside, Wanye. Damn, Bell.
He's got the most.
Them 3 gotta be on my field.
You not counting Izzy though. You saying 4?
No,
Really,
I'm going for three. I'm going for three.
Izzy good.
Three that gotta be on my field for big nickel.
Izzy a beast,
period.
Man.
I gotta have Donovan Wilson. I gotta have Wanye, and I gotta have Bell. Anything else?
Well, then, hey, if you sign Malik Hooker, then see what you can get for him.
Yeah.
He's still young. He ain't 35. He ain't even 30 yet.
Yo, he's younger than Donovan Wilson.
And listen, and he's been healthy.
He's
so
young. I'm not letting Malik Hooker cause the defense when people get hurt. He's too important. I'm not letting him.
But what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying though. Y'all need to look at. We need to look at players on our team. This is our problem, y'all. This is why I don't believe in the all in. If y'all all
look at Tuck with the work.
If y'all all in, like you saying, then we got more players than we need, then we need to go get fillers. That's what the great teams do. That's what the great teams do. They're already out there trying to see what's up. They're not getting, my feelings because we got this player. No, hey, I like you, dog, but you got value, and this is a business, and I need to look. This is a business. That's what all the players and everybody always says, this is a business. But they don't conduct it like that. They conduct it on, we want to play slow foot games. We want to be in control of everything. And this hurts the team. When you're trying to get good free agents, you don't get them because what does Dallas do? They slow foot, not on just contracts, on coaches, on players. They sit on their hands. And this is why Dallas consistently falls short.
Can I say this, though? Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Law.
I got an audible real quick. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I got a real quick audible, bro, that I'm finna run. Y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna like this audible, man. Y'all gotta trust me, though, okay?
I got you.
I just ran a crazy audible, man.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. Right. They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow. We got Tuck in the building. Tuck, go. Tuck. Tuck.
Victory. I knew he
lost him.
Oh, man. Flawless victory. Hold on real quick. Tuck.
All I ask. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, go.
No, what's going on with y'all, man? I'm just tuning in and catch what y'all talking about.
We got your rank up here, man. We want you to break it down.
Yeah. So, what I'm thinking from the Cowboys standpoint of who has the most future potential. And I agree. I think that Wanye is the most rangy safety. So they definitely want to keep him, right? Also, be thinking of the budget beast. Also with him and Bell. And then I think you have to go with Donovan Wilson because the Cowboys signed Donovan Wilson. He's ingrown talent. And then you have Malik Hooker. So if I'm thinking about four, then those would be the four that I'm going with was Wanye, Bell, Donovan, and Hooker. But I think they're going to keep more than just four safeties on this roster, y'all, to be honest with y'all. So
break it down. Break it down.
So
and then we're going to go around the circle.
Yeah, I think you're still going to have Curse. Izzy, it really depends on him.
I don't think they're Curse.
I think they are. I think they're going to try it, man. I think they're going to try to bring Curse back. I think, yeah. And I mean, it's a whole conversation. It's a whole other show about what the Cowboys doing right now. I'm 1,000% with Big Game James. This is lame duck season. It's really why I ain't even tripping about it. But it's just like,
appreciate you,
I think they're going to try to bring back Curse. And then I think Izzy might be, you know what I'm saying, on the outskirts, though. I would try to put Izzy back at corner because he honestly prefers to be a corner, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know, but if I'm moving on from anybody, I'm moving on from Curse because I feel like Bell can be your Curse replacement. And I feel like Bell has gotten too many reps this past season, even though it was that linebacker, he can still play that jackknife, star position where he's doing a little bit of hybrid. Because like y'all are saying, there's going to be a lot of nickel in these packages. Well, then he gives you a hybrid quasi linebacker / safety. But people also got to remember that also DeMarion Overshown, he's a safety converted to linebacker as well.
Right.
He kind of fits that same mold.
Yep.
It's a great point.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me clap it up for Tuck, bro. Y'all clap it up for the big homie, man, for making the cameo. Appreciate it, Tuck.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, I'm just tuning in, man. But like I said, I think, we got some safeties in house, but we got to clean some of them out and get some of these linebackers, true, real, built for tough linebackers. And I think that's going to be Zim's approach. if he has the control that I don't think he's going to have. That's a whole other conversation.
Go ahead and say it. You can't tease like that. Go ahead and say it.
I mean, this is what we talked about, y'all. We sat back and we just signed a man who's been out of work, so he's desperate and entitled to the Cowboys, so he'll be able to be controlled by the Joneses, and they can sit back and have another little puppet on the string. And this is the situation. And Big Game was trying to explain this on Twitter, where the Cowboys messed up. They sat on their hands and let Dan Quinn dance on the dance floor with everybody else.
Yeah,
we did absolutely nothing, and everything got plucked over. And Mike Zimmer is really just the best of what was left over. I was feeling sick out there in Vegas hearing Rex Ryan talk, and Ron Rivera. So it's just like we just got Mike Zimmer, but there's no way anybody can tell me, if you look at the talent pool out of what was available, that Mike Zimmer was the best available. Because the Cowboys even said it them damn self. They were sitting really to take Dan Quinn back if he didn't take the Washington job.
You feel me?
Saying? So it's just like, I get the frustration from a lot of Cowboys fans. We sat and did nothing. Everything got picked over. And it's just like, I'll just go with Zimmer. You know what I'm saying? So how much control is he really going to have? Is he really going to be able to come in and build this defense in his mold? I don't know. Is he going to get that time? Because Mike McCarthy's on a short lease. So
he might be the new head coach, Tuck. He might be the next head coach.
And it's going to be a lot of
he's going to be the next head coach,
when
Tuck.
it comes to his coaching staff this upcoming season. For me personally,
he can't hear you, Big. He said, Big said,
let me say this though.
Let me
say this though. No. Don't let Tuck say nothing. You tell him right now.
You want me to relay? Okay, I will relay.
Yeah, relay the message, right? Okay. Relay it loud. Come on, tell him.
Let's say it again, bro. Say it again. You pushing me.
I said he's the next head coach, Tuck. Let's
okay. I got you. Tuck. Big said, and Big on some real conspiracy, and I actually feel him on this. I see where he connecting the dots. He said that Zimmer is the next head coach. He wanted you to elaborate.
Dear God, I hope not. I hope not.
You feel me?
I hope they not setting up Mike McCarthy for Mike Zimmer.
Dog.
Man, they've been setting up Mike McCarthy for the last 3 years,
I can
man.
See it, right? Because who's another controllable guy that they can bring in?
Feel me?
But no, y'all, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't with no Mike Zimmer as the head coach of the Cowboys.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this was a situation
try to throw
where
him the alley-oop. I ain't going.
Hey,
I ain't going. Big try to throw him the alley-oop. I ain't going.
So the only problem is y'all can't hear each other. So, man, hey, stay on standby though. You can't cook this. You stay on standby, bro. If we hit a nerve, get in that chat. I'll call you right back. Okay. You already know.
All right, yeah. I'm watching y'all, but hell no, man. I'm not doing no Mike Zimmer as the head coach of the Cowboys.
You feel me?
Hold on, bro. Wait. You got me curious. Why?
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
Because it's another puppet on the string type hire, man. And this is what the Cowboys are doing.
I got to push you back a little bit, Tuck. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because you might be scoring, bro. You might need a hug from your boy boss.
It ain't no scoring.
Stop,
Don't
Big.
do
Stop.
that.
Big, stop. I got it. So check this out. Now, Zimmer did push back on his money. That's a sign of some balls, ain't it?
No.
Oh my God.
What?
No, ain't no pushback.
Are you serious?
Ain't no pushback. Ain't no pushback, bro. You're indebted to the Joneses, which we all know.
Bro.
We like players who have off the field problems. They're indebted. We like players who coming off of, injuries. They're indebted. The Joneses like people who's in debt to them. And as a Mike Zimmer, you've been out. Now, if Mike Zimmer was this phenomenal hire, how many other interviews did he get, y'all?
Mm-hmm.
How many other interviews did he get?
I'm not gonna go against you no more, Tuck.
And
I went against you last time. I got hit in the mouth because I might be trying to drink some Kool-Aid.
The Cowboys, are we doing Kool-Aid? See, I've been out the loop for a week. Are we back to Kool-Aid season? My bad, y'all.
No. Well,
yeah,
actually, we are.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right.
But hey, but you got. Can you see the show? Can you see the show?
Huh?
Can you see the show?
I just tuned in.
You don't got the TV on? You can't see it? Because, see, it's Kool-Aid, but it's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just think that, it's just a temporary Band-Aid. Here we are. They kind of found someone who's in desperation to get back in the league. He has 0 interviews. So they can sit back and control different things and still have that string tied to Mike Zimmer. He's been with the Cowboys before. But a lot of people keep saying that, he's going to have this control in his voice and, he's going to be stern and disciplined. You have to earn that with these players. You just don't get that to come off the street and come out screaming and yelling and put people in their place. And so what the Cowboys have to show is that they're committed to this coaching staff. And as of right now, Mike McCarthy ain't, they ain't committed to Mike McCarthy. They're not committed to Mike Zimmer. So the next head coach, whoever that might be, might not even want Zimmer on his staff. And so it's just, here we are. It's off season. It's only February. Things just do not look good, Cowboys Nation, when it comes to this off season. And I would try to cook up a Kool-Aid pack for y'all, but I don't. The only Kool-Aid pack I have is the draft show coming up soon. That's our only hope. But besides that, man, I ain't feeling none of it, to be honest with you.
Hey, listen, man, I appreciate it.
I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm really not feeling any of this what the Cowboys are doing. So,
But Tuck, man, let me get back to the show, bro. Appreciate the cameo.
Right,
it was dope, extra dope.
All right, bet.
Oh man, boy, Law, you gotta get him back.
Yeah. At the end of the day, man, it's gonna be extremely hard to even sell Dan Quinn if he were to stay. That man had 5 or 6 interviews, and the job that he got is the reason why he got it, because Ben Johnson refused to take the job. So he would have been back here. And if that was his intentions of what he's doing now, can you imagine if he walked back within the building of the Cowboys and pretend to coach this team up? Man, so that's why I say Dan Quinn, the sabotage man. And of course, the way he walked from this team, I guarantee you, the Jones family were not aware that he was going to be willing to walk because they never fired him.
Judas.
So it's that Judas approach, man. But I wanted to be able to say this right quick, man. Shout out to my guy, man, for all of the work he did out there on Media Row, man. I wanted to give him his flowers, man. He was out there shaking it up with the best out there, man. And I love seeing that. So, man, put a round of applause to Jay Tuck and all of the hard work that he was doing, because it wasn't really hard, because this was a situation that he was walking in his passion and walking in his purpose.
It's easy work.
Like a stroll in the park for him, man. And he looked natural out there, man. So salute to Jay Tuck, man, and all that he's doing.
Let me say this, too. Keep that picture up real quick.
Okay, I got you.
This is also confirmation of how, I'm gonna be honest. I can be honest because I'm independent. Yeah. This is also confirmation how goofy sports scouts are. I just, like, for real. Like, what you said is perfect. This is easy for Tuck. Yeah. This is easy for you, Law. This is easy for Rome. This is easy for Big. Easy. Just, it's passion. And like you said, and all of us we knew, and I tweeted this. I said, Big was killing it in the Senior Bowl with ease. With ease. And then I was just watching and enjoying Tuck killing it on Media Row. And this is only year 1. So what you think Tuck will be like in year 2, year 3, year 4? Tuck will own that shit.
Hell yeah. And these are just a few pictures.
This is a few.
Twitter, man. He got more and more pictures, man. You know what I'm saying? I saw him with Beyonce. He was with Beyonce and George Taylor and everybody, man.
So let me go ahead and go for the close. I'm gonna go for the close. Media scouts. I know y'all like to shop at North Texas. You got a cheaper, better option. Let me say that again. I know y'all like to get to North Texas, and they are good. Shout out to North Texas. No hate. No hate. Hey, but I'm telling you, there's some people out here. Oh, yeah. Good job, Tuck. Good job, Big.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
Ooh, boy, you cold with the buds, bro. All right, come on back, Lau, because we still gotta talk about a couple of more experiments.
Okay.
Big and Rome.
Yo.
I want to go to you boys real quick. Rome, what we gonna do with Mozzie?
Let him go to Burger King and stop playing. Stop playing. Yeah. Stop telling that man to lose weight and let him go ahead and do what he do. You know what I'm saying? He was a beast when he had all that weight on him. Now he got things to work on with his game. Ain't nobody saying that he was playing phenomenally and it just the weight loss made him play bad. It's not that, but I don't know whose idea that was. I can't just blame it on Dan Quinn. That's low hanging fruit. But long story short, I just think that the whole defensive philosophy, although I understand what Big Game James and what my boy Tuck was saying, you know, it's hard to buy in when you feel like everybody's on a 1 year, you know what I'm saying, situation. Yeah. But I'll say this. A lot of these players don't got the equity or the contractual, like, I want to say insurance to just be walking around saying, I'm not going to buy into something. Some of these dudes just snap. You need to take your chance when you get it. I don't think that somebody like a Marquise Bell can walk on the field like, I ain't buying into Zimmer. I'm going to check for the next defensive coordinator. You might not be here. You know what I'm saying? Now, Micah and, you know, certain people are solidified, Diggs, but you're talking about like the 1% of the team. Most of the team is expendable. So you need to hope that Mike Zimmer's bringing a scheme that's going to highlight your attributes and get you back on track. Somebody like a Mozzie. Mozzie, you off track, way off track, to where people calling you a bust. So you want to hope that what Mike Zimmer's bringing to the table gets you back on track to where you still consider the first-round pick that's viable and not somebody that we can say, we're not even going to re-sign him. We're going to just let him walk. You know, so I think that, you know, human nature would initially you would say, I don't know about this Mike Zimmer dude, but let him get in there and implement his program, and let's see what's shaking. We'll know a lot. We will know a lot when it gets around the training camp. We'll know. You guys know too much football. Yeah. If it look crazy in training camp, you'll be like,
yep.
Everything y'all was right. But if it start looking decent, y'all know football.
Right. If he come back looking like he been on them cheeseburgers, it was Dan Quinn. Because I saw what you said, Tuck. I saw what you said. Big.
Yeah. Go ahead, Long.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say this. He did it on his own, but that's when coaches.
It was stress.
Stress?
Stress. Big funny. Big.
Yeah.
Big is funny, yo.
Big is.
It's right, true, so, but it's funny because I know why Big said it like that.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I think maybe he thought if I lose the weight, I get off the ball faster. I mean, that's 1 + 1 = 2. But I mean,
coaches, I don't know who to trust.
Coach is supposed to coach them, and I'm just going to jump in and say this real quickly. There's a reason why Mike Zimmer reached out to the Giants defensive line coach to come back over here, come with him, and his name is Andre Patterson. So the Giants blocked that. Yeah. You know why they blocked that? Because someone else was considered a bust because he wasn't getting the results. And it took Wink Martindale and, of course, Andre to coach him up, and his name is Dexter Lawrence, right? His first 2 years, you look up Dexter Lawrence stuff, he wasn't doing a lot of stuff. But his last 2 seasons, he's worth every grain of salt. So it takes time to develop those
Dexter
boys.
Lawrence, though.
Yeah. But I'm not saying that. But Dexter Lawrence wasn't Mozzie his first year, right or wrong?
Right.
But you knew. Okay,
right
but you knew.
Okay,
right. No, don't do that, Law, because Dexter Lawrence is better than Mozzie Smith.
Mark Wink,
you knew when he came in.
Without Wink,
do that. You know
without coaching, would Dexter Lawrence turn the corner? Yes or no?
Yes, because he's a better player than Mozzie.
Javon Kinlaw, is he a better player than Mozzie?
Yes.
Oh, did you do your research on that?
I know Javon Kinlaw ain't do nothing for his first 3 years, and he just now broke out. I know that. But I think Mozzie has a long way to go.
You don't think Mozzie has a chance?
You don't think Mozzie has a long way to go? Javon Kinlaw was a top 10. Javon Kinlaw was a top 10 or a top 13 pick in the National Football League.
Do you think Mozzie was overdrafted? Was Mozzie overdrafted?
I think that, he wasn't on my list. I wanted him in 58. I didn't want him at the spot that we picked him at. I definitely didn't want him that early. But at the end of the day, I get with what most fans are saying, that they want the not the Javon Kinlaw, but they want Dexter Lawrence now, right? They don't want to go through the growing pains, and I get that.
Yeah,
but Yeah. So what the 49ers did with Javon Kinlaw, they didn't sit back and wait. They went and got their acquisition and bought a Hargraves in there. They had already Armstead.
Right.
They went and got more and more pieces around him. So I'm not finna sit back and wait for Mozzie to get it together. The Cowboys better go out there and do something in his acquisition. And also, Mike Zim, hey, he's on his 1-year deal too then. He's going to have to get something going for us. So he's going to have to develop this dude too. It's just a bad weight to carry over, but hey.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.
It's time to
Man, I've been in my bag on this producing lately, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've been in my damn bag on this. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, but I want to say something about Mozzie right quick because, I mean, like I said, I think he was overdrafted. I was excited about the pick because he's a defensive tackle and Dallas needed him. He was 337 pounds. But then when you saw him lose weight and then you saw everything else was happening, it's like, man, you feel me? So I feel like there is a rebound, but I just don't think he's as good as I think he's behind. And remember, I think y'all said it too, and it stood out to me. I'm sorry. Law, didn't you say that y'all asked him? They asked him if he liked football. He said, nah, but I like that. I don't care. That run in my head.
He said he like hitting people. He don't like football. Yeah.
See, and that's the key to me because see, I've coached people. I coach kids, and I've coached kids who didn't play. Okay, I mean, who didn't like playing, but they just played because they were good, or their parents pushed them, and eventually that burns out. And when that burns out, the effort burns out. Then you see maybe the reason why the weight loss. So that's the reason why I'm more concerned on that level because these players are human beings. So if he said that, and then you saw this happen this year, that's red flags to me. So I have concerns about Mozzie, in my opinion, and I'm hoping Zimmer can bring it out because he had a Linville Joseph when he was at Minnesota. He had big boys over there. He had Sharif. He had Sharif over there. So he likes keeping the big boys in the middle because he likes his linebackers. So hopefully that will be something to help. But that mental thing is very concerning with me with Mozzie.
I mean, the best thing the Cowboys can do is go out there and just look at what even the Eagles did when they went and got a Hargraves, right? Or, of course, the Eagles, people didn't know Hargrave wasn't homegrown there, right? You can look at what the other teams did to get bigger boys down inside. Even the Ravens to an extent. Justin Matabuke, he was terrible his first year. He was horrible his second year. But now this dude had 13 sacks from the inside last year.
That's contract year too, though.
Contract year, yeah. But damn, 13 sacks, bro. Put a big boy down inside.
Wait. I gotta say something real quick, bro. I'm so impressed with all the fights, bro. I love these fights. These are real fights, and none of this is no fronting, bro. Like everybody, I ain't never seen boys fight like this. That mean boys want answers.
Yeah, we want answers, man. We ain't
for real. That's what this means. And boys is not kissing up. And then the main thing that I love is all in respect. Because I see Jay Tuck a little bit different than Law. Big a little bit different than Rome. Then sometimes they agree. It's dope. I'm just loving what I'm seeing. I want to ask y'all one more thing.
I like it.
Or two. I got two potential things right here. Rome got my attention with this one. He got my attention. We might finish with that one.
That's crazy.
Oh that's man, crazy. we gonna probably finish with that one.
That list is
cool. We gonna probably. I want to ask all of y'all a question. Everybody got to talk on this one. Everybody got to talk on this one. Lessons from the Super Bowl for Dallas, and we will start with you, Ron.
Wrong.
I said old defensive coordinators work. That's why.
No! I gotta hit some buttons on that, bro. Come on, wait. Oh, the fight continues.
Dracarys.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Let's go to Super Bowl.
That boy blaming him up, boy.
The thing I really learned from the Super Bowl is this, man. And one, we know Patrick Mahomes is not of this world. He's different. You know what I'm saying? But what I did learn is that when Kansas City got down and things weren't shaking in the beginning of the game and and even Patrick Mahomes, the great Patrick Mahomes, got off to a slow start. Crazy, right? The team didn't fold. He threw an interception. The team didn't fold. They didn't go into a shell. I seen Chris Jones on the sideline. I seen Travis Kelce chest bumping Andy Reid. I ain't saying you need to do all that. I'm just saying that there were multiple points earlier in that game where they was like, we not folding. I don't care if we down by 10. I don't care that Brock Purdy came out and he looked like he was moving the ball with ease. They did whatever they needed to do. They had whatever little meetings they needed to have. They made all the adjustments, and then they went and executed. And that's the thing that our team needs. We go into a shell. When one thing go wrong, it's like, well, it was a good game, y'all. And it still be the first quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need our
front
team
runners.
Front runners.
Well,
Facts.
Aaron Jones said it. We are front runners, unfortunately. I hate to say it, but
it's true.
Until they prove me wrong, I hate to see in certain games it's easier to dig down deep. I'm talking about in those games where it really matter, where you just like one thing went wrong. I even seen San Francisco do it versus Detroit. It tests your mettle. It tests your manhood. Is you just gonna fold or you gonna dig deep? So that's what I saw in the Super Bowl. Of course, we've seen excellent Hall of Fame players like Kelce and Mahomes and Andy Reid as a play caller and stuff like that. But those players around them even dug deeper. I saw McCole Hardman dig deep. I saw Watson dig deep, the tight end. These are not even household names. I saw a lot of people on that defense dig deep and get stops and let San Francisco know, okay, y'all was balling, but we about to take the game over. And it's one of those things where if you are who you say you are, and I'm speaking to the Cowboys, if we are who we say we are, we can't just always say it. You got to show it. That's the whole offseason, from the janitor to Jerry Jones. We got to show it because ain't nobody going to believe us when we talking no more.
Nope. And
it's over. And you know what? They should not believe us. If we don't show them, they shouldn't believe it anyway.
Exactly. Big, what's your lessons from the Super Bowl?
Old coaches work, just not in Dallas.
What more do you want from me? Big, I can't help it, Big. I'm sorry.
You knew Big was gonna get his lick back.
Oh, you knew it was coming. You know I wasn't gonna ride.
Petty.
Man, I coaching matters. That's what the thing I've learned.
That's true, though.
Coaching matters. Coaching matters. I mean, you can have all that talent in the world, but man, you got to have a really good coach that can really put it together for you. So it goes hand in hand. As good as Patrick Mahomes is, he's got a damn good coach in Andy Reid. As good as Andy Reid as a coach is, he's got a damn good quarterback in Pat Mahomes. And then, hey, defense wins championships, right? So we saw those defensive plays at the end. I mean, even when they won their Super Bowl against the Niners, remember the first time in 2019, right? It was the defense. Remember, it was Frank Clark got the big sack at the end on Garoppolo. They really shut them down in the second half. So defense wins championships. And then also kind of bouncing off what Rome said, and I think what Rome said is that it's a lot of talking in Dallas, and I don't want to hear it. And I'm gonna say this person because they threw him, and I know we talked about it. Says defense didn't get tired. I mean, with that DeMarcus Lawrence situation, I think they hit him with the question. He ain't really know what to say.
Yeah, that's all. Quick. I'm with you, Big. Clap it up for Big.
And so I don't blame him for that, because if you look at him when he answered that, he was stuttering.
Right.
He didn't know what to say.
He just wasn't quick on his feet. Yeah. Thank you, Big.
He was not quick on his feet.
Because his play didn't match what he said either.
Yeah. He wasn't ready for that question.
He don't match that.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't ready for that question, and you could tell.
That's all it was. It's overblown.
And y'all know I
Bro, they wanted him to throw Dak.
And I know you would turn up. That's the thing. I know you would turn up.
They wanted him to throw Dak under the bus. They wanted him to say something about the offense. He did it, and they was mad.
That's why I cuff for y'all, man. Y'all see through the wee-woo. I saw through the wee-woo too, Big. I was like, that is so much wee-woo.
It's all fake.
That was a bunch of BS.
It's all fake news.
You know what I'm saying?
It's phony
because
stuff.
They were tricking him.
It didn't happen.
And like I said, call it what it is. Like I said, I can get on D-Law as much as I want, but we knew if you seen him stuttering like that, he was not ready for that question. Yeah. And then when he came back and said, what about adjustments? It's like, okay, come on now. Why are you doing this? It's like you're digging and you don't need to do it. So I don't like that. But at the same token though, D-Law, stop jumping out there like, okay, when Dallas, listen, it's the truth. When Dallas beat up the Eagles, right? Well, we smacked them in the mouth. We hit them again. We made them quit. Dog, just chill, bro, because then the next couple weeks, Buffalo came in there and ran all over y'all. You get what I'm saying? So calm down talking about you got the best defense in the world because nobody believes it, okay? Nobody is scared of Dallas. Nobody is scared of Dallas, y'all. Let's get that in our heads right now. No team is scared of Dallas, period. They make fun of us, okay?
Why you put that up there?
Oh no! He was cooking on. He was cooking with the subject of Tank, so I wanted to give him a B-roll.
Yeah,
but what did we learn from the Super Bowl, Law?
I agree on that.
Yeah, that I agree, man. You got to not fold. You got to have good coaching. Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs fumbled the ball 5 times. They had 1 INT and it came out with 0. Well, they fumbled 5 times, only lost it once, meaning that they saw that ball on the ground, they fought and jumped forward and jumped all over it like a live grenade, you know. So that's the fortitude of the mindset that you got to have. And as good as Kyle Shanahan is as coaching, right? They brought up some great philosophy plays with the 49ers. They looked poised in a sense, but they got all the way down to the end and they didn't know the overtime rule. So even having a great coach, you can still have hiccups in the Super Bowl, right? So I look at it like that. And you got to have a force multiplier. And granted, the Chiefs got that out of Pat Mahomes. He's a force multiplier. When it all came down to the end, he said, look, damn it, I'll do it myself. I will make sure I run and get this first down, right? On top of that, you know, you got seasonal veteran coaches over there like Andy Reid, who been through the burning sands and crossed all of that good stuff. And he came out like, hey, I've been here before. Let me rally my troops together and make sure that we can come out with this dub, right? And then when you look at it from the 49ers aspect of it, you got to dance around in free agency. And on top of that, you got to make acquisitions. We seen Chase make a play. We seen Randy Gregory make a play. We've seen guys that wasn't even originally on that team, like a CMC, make plays. You seen the kid number 15, Jawan Jennings, whatever his name is. He was running hard, number 15, making plays, even though he been there for a minute. So you seen multitudes of guys making plays. The thing that get me all the time is a lot of people say they have zero faith in Dak Prescott. Well, damn. How the Cowboys offense is built is Dak or bust. We had nobody to alleviate the pressure. There was no run game with us. There was no wide receiver that can get out of the cold slumps. I'm talking about my guy, CeeDee Lamb. And I was hearing him talking about, hey, I shouldn't have dropped that ball. Dog, this is the playoffs, man. You got to catch things that's thrown your way. And on top of that, the coaching got to get this man in rhythm. If he's cold, put him on the end around, right? So do something. I think that these are the things we learn in the playoffs. Run the ball to open it up for your quarterback. And if your quarterback can't open it, if your quarterback is opening it up and you got no stale play with your run game, figure it out. Utilize all of your weapons. Just don't depend on one. And the Cowboys, they depend on 2 things. Dak Prescott on the offense, if he can't get going, it's to damn, right? And on the defense, they depend on number 11. If he can't keep good things going, it's to be damn. So the Cowboys need to figure that out. We need to bring in another veteran, somebody that got some weight around. When they talk to the young Michael Parsons, he listened. Because so far, if he's talking about changing culture, it's going to be like pulling teeth. It's not going to change because he's talking, right? They doing all of these interviews. He's going off, giving us all of this information, which is good. But we need somebody to be that D factor that's going to come in here to change the overall culture. Just like DeMarcus Ware did when he went to the Denver Broncos. Von Miller was a wild Thundercat over there. But when D-Ware got over there, he reeled them in. So we're going to have that this offseason so that we can get to the back to the playoff and do some great things and all of that good stuff. So I can get big game James. Go ahead.
Let me add a little point to Law. Right. Law said something during that thing when he brought up CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb had a great quote this offseason that I can't get out of my head. He was talking to Micah Parsons, and everybody saw it, but he said, yo, I got to grow up. Man, if that ain't the truth for a lot of them.
Yeah.
It did sound like real self-reflection, bro. It sounded real.
Like, it didn't sound like I like anything that was like given to them by like no media team. He was like, listen, I got to grow up. I got to handle things differently. That's some real. You never make changes in life until you take accountability and take like self ownership.
Yes,
that was CeeDee Lamb on an All Pro season.
Yes, well said, Rome. Well said.
I gotta grow up, and I was like, yo, that stuck out to me.
Yeah,
and look, it's been Zimmer week, so I haven't been able to circle back around to it. I am going to circle back around to it because I feel like it needs to be highlighted. That's a big deal. If it carries over, when players like that take that type of ownership, other young players will follow suit.
Yes.
Well, maybe I need to grow up. Yeah, maybe we all need to grow up because what we've been doing and our actions ain't getting the results we be talking that they're going to get.
Yes, indeed. And let me expound to this right quick, Rome, because a lot of people are not hearing me when I say, when people say, man, I have no faith in Dak Prescott, right?
Facts.
It's the same way. Man, Roger Staubach is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live and play this game. But they couldn't put it all on him. This dude had big games. No, he had the Doomsday with him. He had Tony Dorsett with him. He had Tom Landry. Those things are not even close to this team that we have right now. And even Troy Aikman. If you said that you're going to push everything on Troy to win you the game, newsflash, we wouldn't have won in the 90s.
That's right.
He had Emmett, man, still to this day, he had 19 touchdowns. Nobody got that record. Even in the modern day or whatever day, nobody got 19 touchdowns in the playoffs. On top of that offensive line plus that defense. You remember James
Number
Wash,
1D.
right? Number one defense and everything. So, no, you couldn't put all of your faith on Troy. But what people are trying to do is saying, hey, man, let's put it all on Dak. He ain't going to win it for you, Jack. Dak just not that dude to do that. I'm not trying to beat Dak down, but
Mahomes ain't neither. Shit.
But Mahomes not either.
No, he not.
Hey, he's better than
Yeah, he better than Dak, but when Mahomes had an offensive line, he wilted too. And then, like, true. And when he threw that fumble, when he threw that interception, guess what? The defense still didn't give up nothing. Nothing.
Go back and watch that game, man. Chris Jones pulled the defense to the side.
It was like, Chris Jones, right? Yeah, like, no, I don't, and I hate the narrative that quarterbacks be putting these teams on the back, and that's a damn lie. Let me hold on real quick. Let me get to mine. Get
to your piece, man. Boy, I was trying to cook with kerosene, man. It was too much hot, too much heat. Come on, man.
Listen, bro. Listen.
Before you start that, boss. I'm gonna say something real quick. Law, you just said that something that just proves a point. Then you just said that Staubach couldn't do it by himself. Look what they did for him. Aikman couldn't do it by himself. Look what they did for him. But they expect Dak to do it himself. So once again, that'll just prove the point how they don't believe in him, because how come they don't hook him up with all that stuff?
They don't believe it. It's different. But that's a whole nother show, Big. That's a whole.
Let me get back to the list. Can I get to mine? I waited for everybody too. I produced for everybody. I gave y'all some B-rolls. I did everything for y'all. All right. So let me get mine in. Y'all preachers. Y'all get on my nerve, man. All you preachers, man. All right. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 things. Momentum players was one, right? And Rome talked about that. Chris Jones and Mahomes, when the momentum was getting away, and I said that's what we need to do. The good thing is I'm starting to hear whispers of that. Like I heard Bobby Bell say that they gonna focus on player-led leadership this offseason. They do need that, especially when you saw it work in the Super Bowl. Because tell the truth, in the first 2 series, who looked like they was getting ready to run away with it? Tell the truth. It looked like San Fran was gonna run away, man. They was moving the ball at ease. Yeah, they was moving the balls. They defense was hitting. Yeah, but when they rallied, them players came. It was the players that was on that sideline for Kansas City that was like, let me hit my own button.
Oh, hell no.
Yep, and that's what happened, and that momentum stopped. Another thing, Kansas City was clean for the most part. Versus San Fran was not. They was the better team. San Fran was the better team, but Kansas City was the cleaner team. Grit. 3. Kansas City played tough. And see, that might go to what Coach Marv always been talking about. Tougher training camps for a tougher mentality when it counts. Because, see, they said something that was big. They said,
boy, gulp that boy.
Gulp the shit out of that.
That boy swallowed.
Swallow it. Play it.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Swallow that doggone Kool-Aid.
One more time, bro.
Go ahead, preacher.
One more time, bro. One more time.
Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
You can't even get serious after that. You can't get
swallowed.
He ain't gonna even look at that cup now like, nah, I ain't gonna even.
No, man, I'm gonna drink like that. Oh, man.
What they call them whisper channels, man? The ASMR, whatever. We're gonna chop that clip and send it out to TikTok. They're gonna get 1 million views, man.
Swallow. One more time, bro.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Man, I can't drive down Grand Prairie. No, all them church folks
Woo, man, you messed me up, Law. Oh, let me get back. So it was that toughness, man. It was because it was the key point. That's why I drunk that Kool-Aid. Kansas City don't have rotational players like Dallas. They don't have rotational players. So you got to be out there like we go either die or we go win. And they was dog-tired. You could see it, wrong. They was dog-tired.
You saw Karlaftis had to fake that hand injury. He was out of it.
They was dog-tired, but every time
Karlaftis ain't hurt.
Every time they snapped the ball, they hit another girl, didn't it? Every time. They looked like they had nothing left, but every time they snapped the ball, boom, they was fast. It was the toughness. Coach Marv might be on to something on tougher training camps. He might be on to something with that.
But when Mike McCarthy tried to do that, he kept getting fined and flagged by the league. You remember that though, right?
It might have been out of his control. You right, Law. It might be out of his control. Right. Just being fair. I like your balance on that.
Measure Kool-Aid, measure.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna drink it because you gonna hit that button on me. Defense, number 4. Defense won that. Mahomes participated and did his job. Defense won that thing. So now in the future, they gonna give Mahomes all the credit. But don't ever forget it was the defense that really won that game. Boring is good. That's 5. 6. Stay home. If you ever get to the Super Bowl, stay home. This is what I mean by that. I think San Fran, too many of them wasn't used to it. They wasn't used to see. You gotta act like you've been there. Be boring. If you get to the Super Bowl, Dallas, don't get caught up in Vegas and the life and being out, because was not. No, I'm saying it now, Big. I'm saying it now because guess who
You're
looked
right,
like they
but that won't happen with Dallas.
I'm just trying, bro. I'm just doing my best to give him some advice. That's all I'm trying to do. Because see, San Fran was off, bro. Just keeping it real. They focus was off. They look like they got caught up under the lights. Versus
they ain't got
Kansas.
No choice, though. That's all media obligations. They got to do all that stuff.
But sometimes they do extra too.
I'll give you that. But yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they do extra.
You got to be out there.
Yeah, because Woodson talked about it. He talked about at the Super Bowl that they partied too much. Remember, he said we should have lost the Super Bowl. How much they partied? You know, he said we were just so much better. You know, so. I'm just saying something was off about San Fran. They discipline was off. They focus was off. And it could have been the streets. They was in Vegas. You know what I mean? They was in Vegas. Man, they was kicking it. I bet you it was kicking it. But that's the 5 things that I saw as lessons for the Super Bowl. Now,
let me add this in because I was fighting a few people in the chat area. Teams didn't fear our rushing attack. I don't care how y'all break it down or talk about it. All year they didn't fear our rushing attack. We only had one game, I think, with Tony Pollard that he ran over 100 yards, and that was a game, I think, week 3. So for those who try to go back and forth about, in the playoffs, you got to run the ball. Run also help your defense.
Well said.
Hey, when teams gave a light box to Isaiah Pacheco, that brother run hard, So he didn't run up in no soft boxes lightly. He ran through those soft boxes.
Whatever on quarterback is off, that's how you settle them down.
Yeah,
on the rock, you settle them down. You gotta. We can't settle Dak down. You saw that series with CD and them. You should have. Let's run that rock. But they didn't even think about it. We can't.
Yeah,
we supposed to do this.
You can't. So we can talk about, Jeff Blasco, Mike Solari, what have you, but you're gonna have to still get a run game if you want to win the Super Bowl. If you want to at least get there. If you want to
get a good run game.
Look at all of the teams that advanced. They had run game. Even to the degree, I like the Texans. I know that my guy, Eastside Harold, he always be here.
Come out the closet.
Because I know he a Cowboy fan. He always here. But, hey, CJ didn't have a run game, man. Come on, man. CJ going to need a run game for the next year. I don't know what happened to his running backs.
Hey,
that was even going to help them boys.
Let me do my best pitch to the Cowboys. I want you to go get running backs that ain't just offensive line dependent. That's why I said go get Derrick Henry, because his offensive line was rated like 31st, and he still went and got 1,300 yards. So go get me somebody that it don't matter if they're blocking off.
And here's how it goes. Here's how it goes too. Yeah. I like Saquon, but here's what I want to say about this. Y'all need to. I'm gonna say my one cuss word. Y'all need to stop. Yeah, I ain't gonna even say.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it. Yeah.
You
but y'all need to stop worrying.
Yeah.
Y'all need to stop worrying about where the dude was drafted at. You know what I'm saying? Look, my guy Big Game James was talking about Keaton Mitchell last year, right? What round he was drafted in? Y'all help me out. But also Terrell Davis, he was drafted in later rounds too. And look, he helped John Elway.
Echo was the 7th rounder.
Pacheco was the 7th round. So it's not about where you drafted at. It's about still, can you have the threat of the run? Do you run hungry? Do you run with an attack and aggressive mindset? And I'm not saying that Tony Pollard can't do it, but he is a Luigi. You need to have somebody else to have a 1-2 combo. He's not an end-all, all-around running back that's going to give you 25 totes on his own merit.
That's fact.
Hey, y'all. I'm going to go and get to these super chats because, Rome, I do want to tackle that disrespect to Dak, but he going to always get disrespected. That's kind of,
That's just, you ain't used to it.
Yeah, so, we'll just be preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and get to these super chats real quick, and then we say our final words, and I'm going to get up out of here.
No doubt.
He said, make Overshawn a Rod Wilson-type player. I mean, it might be. I think it might be only one Rod Woodson, maybe 2 in history, bro, on the cool. Yeah. You talking just about somebody that can play linebacker, safety, and corner, and the nickel. That's a big ass, but I feel you. My next super chat, he said, all content creators continue with Coach McCurley exposure talk. Put his name out there as a line. Yeah, man. Yeah, he gotta go. He definitely gotta go. And then he said, and they all try to say they got robbed from. Oh, he talking about San Fran saying they tried to get robbed. So yeah, that's all my super chats.
Yeah.
Y'all got some?
No, I'm good.
No, I don't got none.
If I got some, I appreciate y'all. I ain't even. It ain't up on the script.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get to my final word then. So this was super. First of all, dope. Rome in the house, and what I loved about this particular show is the fact that it was super authentic, like super, like, and I ain't did this in a minute. I ain't broke out them buttons in a minute, but every one of these fights was authentic, and it just shows you the passion that the brothers have for what they believe. And what I really love is that everybody disagree, but they disagree in a healthy way. So I believe everybody, every channel deserve a like. Just for that. Real talk.
No question. Hit that like button.
Yeah, just for that. Because see, Rome didn't come over here being nice. Rome came over here like, I'm going to speak my mind. I'm with it. You know what I mean? And you know, him and Big went at it for a while, and I enjoyed it. I sat back and just
enjoyed it.
Going
on Big Channel. We're going to continue this.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we already talked about this before. This was just the beginning. Let's get ready to rumble.
I loved it, man.
Let's get it.
And then Lau jumped in and boxed Big. Everybody was boxing today. And to me, that's what it's about. Like people that know how to disagree. Because some people get in their feelings, man. Some people start thinking like they on TV and they don't, oh, you trying to stand me up, bro. Listen, if I'm wrong, like I was trying to be cool with that swallow, but I dropped the ball, bro. And I just had to hold it, bro. Like,
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
It's just what it is. Like you can't have, like, don't have no big ego, bro. Don't have no big ego, bro. Like it's all about getting the facts out there, the truth out there to try to win a championship, and not take it all so too serious, bro. Like have fun, chill out. You know what I mean? But I just really enjoyed the final word today, man. Just watching the authenticity of my brothers, man. That's my final word.
Yeah, man. My final word is this, man. First of all, I appreciate y'all brothers, man. I always love coming on and rocking with y'all because y'all authentic. Y'all super knowledgeable. I always learn something. And you know what I'm saying? It's the age-old iron sharpens iron, man. Being around some of the greats is always good.
Facts.
As far as with the Cowboys, man, I'm going to just go back to what I said earlier. You know what I'm saying? I know it's hard to believe right now. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to believe. And I'm super optimistic. You know, I don't got no Mike Tomlin halftime speech to rile y'all up or nothing like that. I just refuse. I'm not going to watch I'm not going to be that crazy fan that pays attention to all this stuff and goes in the next season just assuming that we're going to do bad because I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I would stop making videos. But I'm going to just say I believe in the talent on this team. I really do believe in the players. Like, seriously, I just want them to do like we've all echoed throughout this thing. Let's just go show it.
Yeah.
Because it ain't really much you can say anymore. You know what I'm saying? I wish the media would leave us for dead and all of the Cowboys is overrated. That's fine. Leave us where we at. Let us get to work. And I'm talking about like not just the players, like y'all been echoing. The front office need to get to work. You know, Will McClay need to earn that title that everybody didn't give him of being so, you know, such a eye for talent. We got to go to work this whole offseason because the whole world shouldn't believe in us. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. They shouldn't, but they should be like, yo, what y'all gonna do the same thing again? And they gonna keep saying it until we go do something. So I'm not giving you this speech that we going for 6 because of everybody doesn't believe in us. No, we need to be just worrying about executing throughout the offseason and then executing game 1. We shouldn't be talking about nothing down the road. Just handle the offseason properly. And then we'll talk about week 1. That's as far as I'm going. And that's my final word.
Well, first of all, I appreciate y'all. Me and Roman already talked ahead of time. And we got this together. We talked last week, and I really appreciate Rome. You know, he had already hit me up, inboxed me, and gave me, you know, we just had a really good talk.
Yeah.
Real good talk, and I just really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Just shout out to you, big dog. I just really appreciate that you came on the show today, and we're definitely going to do part 2 where we can really get at it. And that's going to be fun. So I'm excited about that. But, you know, I just want to say this to everybody in these streets, man. Look, like I made this tweet about it, and I really believe this, and I don't think it's crying, but I'm just really, people need to understand the difference between complaining and being negative and actually just calling out things that are actually really happening with the organization, and you see it for what it is and you speak on it.
Pause.
That is not negative.
Pause.
That's true. That's no question.
Yeah. So, you know, I just feel like it's not negative, because when you love your team, okay, when you love your team, you're going to have a passion for it. Whether you see the good in it or the bad, you're still going to you're going to have the passion for it. And right now, I don't mind having this passion and this energy going against the Joneses. I don't have no problem having no energy for that. So if other people don't, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm going to have that energy for these Joneses, because see, in 2021, I was like, I'm free of this. I ain't going to be tripping on this stuff. And I felt so free. When I got messed up is when I jumped back in this and started drinking Kool-Aid and start going against what I was really feeling, what this organization was really doing. And I'm going to be the fighter against it. When I see it, I'm going to feel from my heart, call it out for what it is. If I see good things happen, I'm going to say it. If I feel like I think things are just like, they just trying to fool us and I'm not falling for it, I'm going to say it. Because I feel like somebody's got to say it to this organization, because it's a big team. And the Joneses don't move the needle when everything is good.
That's
the
right.
Joneses ain't changing when everything is great. So I'm sorry, y'all. When he jumps back in the media and starts giving these, we're going all in because they're doing damage control, because the media is telling them, hey, guess what? Fans are getting mad. So guess what? All of a sudden, Jerry just happens to make a speech about we're going all in to calm the people down. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't be seeing that, and I do. And I ain't falling for it. So I'm going to just call it out, because we don't deserve it as fans. We don't deserve it as much as we ride hard for this team. The fans put in a lot of energy for this organization, and to get misled like that for the sake of just calm down and just be quiet, I don't like that, and I'm going to say something against that every single time, period. That's my final word.
Man.
Man. Hold on, I got to.
Perfect.
Give them everything you can give them, man.
Man, I'm trying.
Another one.
I'm running out of buttons.
Bruh.
For real, bro.
It go
Man,
both
that boy
ways, man.
cooking. That boy cooking with this, man. Who in the debates of all things, man, it takes a complete team. At the end of the day, it takes a complete team. Even Michael Parsons, he said on the Sirius radio station that if you really look at what the Rams did a few years ago, they went all in and they had to get people to help out Aaron Donald, right? And Aaron Donald is one of the best players you've seen in the last 10 years, 15 years. They had to go get a Jalen Ramsey. They had to go get a Von Miller. They had to go get Sue. They had to go get multitudes of weapons, man, to help out Aaron Donald. Yeah. And then if you fast forward to what the Eagles did, he was talking about those things. The Eagles went and got a real team to put around and assemble. Although they faced Pat Mahomes and caught that L, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? And we seen what the 49ers did. They assembled a lot of good pieces together in order to get to the Super Bowl. And we are trying to do it by chance. I love the fact that the last time we won the Super Bowl, Detroit Aikman said we had to win in spite of the coaches, right? Now it's the double thing. We have to win in spite of the coaches plus the ownership. And I'm not beating up the owners, but it's just what it is. Those boys, They have screwed this contracts around on multiple levels, right? We talking about now, is it going to be a situation, do you extend Dak Prescott or do you keep Dak Prescott under the cap for the $60 million that you owe him? Plus, we are $19 million in the hole right now. So you're going to have to still stretch out something to even make ends meet for this year. So the Cowboys are in shambles above, and as above, so below. So these are the things that are real. Look, it took Roger Staubach to have the doomsday defense to win the Super Bowl, plus to have Tony Dorsett. Name me one player that's like a Tony Dorsett, or name me the players that's like the doomsday here, right? It took Jimmy Johnson to masterpiece this team together for Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith and all of these players. We still trying to get Woody in the hall, right? It took all of that for that legacy to happen. What type of stuff do we have over here that's doing that? Nothing, right? So I do agree with Big Game James. Of course, it's hard to drink the Kool-Aid. It's hard to stir that. It is, right? Ain't that right, Rome? It's hard to talk positivity with this team. But at the end of the day, damn it, I was a fan of this team before Jerry Jones bought the team, right? I remember putting on 2-4 jersey Everson Walls. That's the reason why I root for this team. That's the reason why I support this team, right? So I'm not finna go anywhere because of how they are operating and running this franchise and organization. No. But at the end of the day, as a diehard fan, all we can do is sit back and just watch and then give you guys the check lights of what's going on. And if the engine light is on, we're going to let y'all know. If the tire light pressure is low, we're going to let y'all know. Yes, the car can still move, but a car needs more than just gas in order to operate. And right now, we got the check light on. We got the oil light that's low. And what we do over here is we letting people know that there's a very thin line on that linebacker. It's thin, razor blade thin. We don't have no run game right now. It's super sus right now. So we don't know what we're going to do with run game. So going into the draft, we better make sure that we identify those critical areas, bring in a running back, whether it's free agency or in the draft, and find that linebacker. Find that linebacker and find an interior guy. We still need a center, right? So we got a lot of holes in this thing. And I ain't talking about what my guy said. I got holes. Boy, we got a lot of them, baby. But that's all the time that I have on this final word. I just wanted to get that off my chest. DC for life, not for sure. Let's get it, baby.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Drop it hard.
Let's go.
It's time to
Man, I hate to hit this button.
Oh, yeah. But hey, it is what it is. Oh, my God.
Spread it. Run from it.
Yeah.
Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here.
I've been really in the field, I've been really in the field, lot of rush, I love the feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Yeah. Count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside.
Yeah.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Revan now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately I just wanna run it up.